And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Saturday baseball on the show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. Today's focus is on a bullpen that's been tremendous recently. From the setup arms to the closers, this group literally changes outcomes of games, Singy.
It's been incredible to watch, Boog. And once the starters hand over the ball, it's been practically game over for the opposition. That bullpen will likely play a major role in this one today, too.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go now. Today's starting pitcher, Aaron Nola. What's the scouting report on him?
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
And that's got extra bases written all over it. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
Here's Mookie now. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Picks himself up at RBI. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. Nola fires. That one ripped. That's down. One hops off the wall. Flying around third is Betts. The relay. Tag. Too late. He scores. It's 2-0.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Squirts away a little bit. Freeman leads off second with nobody out. Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. Man at second. And a breaking ball misses outside.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Forget it. He'll touch them all. It's 4-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Just a nice job. Recognizes off speed as that leg hangs in the air a little bit, but he gets it down, hits against a strong and firm front side, and that's knocking a cheesesteak out of somebody's lap.
I would be upset if somebody knocked a cheesesteak out of my lap, I'll tell you that.
I don't think that's possible. You're too quick.
The batter now will be Will Smith. On the ground. And foul ball.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward. With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
First inning going a bit long. 23 pitches to this point. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. The throw to first, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Here comes Max Muncy.
The third baseman, number
1-2 now.
Max Muncy.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Two outs, base is empty. And now Michael Conforto.
Well, at this pace, he's not going to be in this game for very long, but he's got to find a way to shake it off, keep it isolated to one inning, come back out. You could throw up a bunch of zeros and save that bullpen.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Phillies nothing. And we're back. And today on the hill, Roki Sasaki. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
It's a tough veteran lineup on the other side, but I'm excited to see what this rookie can do in this one.
Bottom of the first. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Kyle Schwarber. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Freeman makes the catch, and there's one gone. And time now for the Phillies lineup. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustments. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Harper.
2 down, base is empty. Here comes Bryce Harper. That one hammered center field. Back there. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. And they're chipping away. It's 4-1.
This game just got a little more interesting with that home run. Wanted that pitch down below the zone. It stayed up a little bit. He paid a dear price for it. Just a great swing to the ball, through the ball, and a nice round tripper.
Base is empty with 2 away. And now it's Alec Bohm. That's to third. Muncy sends it to first. And the inning is over. The Phillies get one by way of the long ball. It's now a 4-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Now, Tommy Edman.
Boog, we're watching a pitcher in Nola that flew through the Phillies minor league system. He was drafted in 2014 and made his major league debut the following year. You can't ask for much more from the 7th overall pick in the draft. Man, the scouts got it right.
Stott over to first in time. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Miguel Rojas at the plate. Kicks and fires. And that one is lifted in the air. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. And a ball and 2 strikes. Line drive, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 outs, base is empty. Next offering misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Swings through it for the K. On to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Offense held in check there. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Phillies 1. Back at Citizens Bank Park, and up to the plate is JT Realmuto.
Realmuto.
Comebacker to the mound. Handles, throws to first, and Realmuto is out.
6, the right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. 1 out, base is empty. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. Just misses. It's 2-2.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Max Kepler at the plate.
The left fielder, Max Kepler.
Sasaki winds and deals. Swing and a miss at a slider.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Betts makes the grab for the second out. This is Bryson Stott. Well, in their win last game, this guy came up with 2 home runs, obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Castellanos leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And a ground ball to first. They get the force, and that's the 3rd out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Phillies 1. Back here in Philadelphia, top half of the 3rd inning. Now it's Mookie Betts. Here's a 1-1. And a foul ball. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
I mean, there aren't many curveballs in the sport today that break like that thing does. Huge movement. It's so difficult to get on the same plane and even think about squaring it up, let alone get a piece and hope he throws something else to keep the at-bat alive.
Ground ball to the right side. Sends it to first. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd. 2 outs, base is empty. And now Teoscar Hernandez. And a 1-1. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And downstairs. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Two outs. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field.
Now batting.
Man at first, Will Smith to the plate. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. He's got it, and that'll do it. One left for LA, but they lead it 4-1. Set for the bottom of the third, and digging in for Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh. On the ground right side, and he can't come up with it.
Looked to me like he got on the side of the ball a little too much right there. Maybe a little too casual as well with the throwing motion. And when you don't stay on top of the ball and really get out front and finish with a good release point, it's very easy to lose control of it to either side.
So the lineup flips over. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Marsh gets his lead at first with nobody out. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Edman going back on it. Grabs it right up against the wall.
The batter, number 7. Shortstop, Ray Turner.
Here's Turner now. Man at first, one away. And that one hammered. That's got a chance. And it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. Coming home. Plays the plate, and they cut him down.
Well, this just can't happen right there. You can't try to score from first base with less than 2 outs unless you can pretty much walk across the dish. And to get thrown out like that really throws water on the fire of a rally in this inning.
So a man aboard, and now here is Bryce Harper. Ball to strike. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 outs and a runner at third here in the last half of the third. Got him looking, and Harper down on strikes. A hit and an error in the inning, but they fail to score. 3 innings complete. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Phillies 1. On to the fourth, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Max Muncy. One thing with Max Muncy, and it'll be interesting to see what he throws here. He hammers the fastball.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Real Muto up with it. Fires to first. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate, and people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
The batter will be Michael Conforto. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Slings to first in time.
The center fielder, number 25, Tommy Edman.
2 down, bases empty. Tommy Edman at the plate. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. That one missing inside. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That's outside. And that's ball 3. Got him swinging. Nothing doing for the offense that time. And midway in the 4th, it's the Dodgers 4 and the Phillies 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Alec Bohm. That one pushed foul. To the right side. The flip to the pitcher covering. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
Up next for the Phillies, the catcher, JT.
Here comes Real Muto. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller. Good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. Makes the grab, and there's 2 out.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
2 outs, base is empty. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Down quickly go the Phillies. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Two and 1 now. Foul ball there. And he hits a ground ball right side. Stott over to first in time. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Up next for the Dodgers, the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Back to the top of the lineup. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Aaron Nola's day comes to an end, and he had a tough time keeping them in the ball game today. We'll get a new arm when we come back.
Now pitching for the
So
Phillies,
they turn things over to the righty, Joe Ross.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's Mookie Betts now. Well struck left field. And it's off the top of the wall. Here's Ohtani flying around third. The relay throw. Slides his hand in there. Safe. And they lead by 4. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Next to the dish is Freddie. Here's a 1-1. Laser could be trouble coming home. And he boots it. He'll score. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay in there safely.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get into scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
One down, runner at third. Now it's the right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Right side, hard hit. Tosses to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third.
Now batting, catcher.
Two down, bases empty. And up to the plate is Will Smith. And a foul ball. That one not close. And the count is 2-2. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Ranger Suarez, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Banks warming up as well. Two gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across, and we're at the top of the 5th. Up the middle, Trey Turner gloves it. Throws to first in time, and that is the inning. 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, no one left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Dodgers 7 and the Phillies 1. Bottom of the inning. Now batting Max Kepler.
The left fielder, Max Kepler.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Line drive. Reaching down and makes the grab. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. So digging in, Bryson Stott. One down, base is empty. That one ripped right center field. And this one looks like trouble. Around first, heading for 2. Round second, digging for third. The relay throw. The tag, and he's out trying for 3.
Absolutely perfect execution of the relay right there to cut him down at third. And he probably should have shut it down at second base and been happy with the double, but it took a great play to get him. You just have to tip your cap.
2 outs, base is empty. And now for the Phillies, Brandon Marsh. Swing and a ground ball. Rojas in plenty of time to first. That's the 3rd out. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They're down 7-1. Back here in Philadelphia, new inning getting started. Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. Lifted in the air down the left side, and it drops in. Now he'll turn for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Just a bloop hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
And here is Michael Conforto. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Marsh under it. Makes the catch. Runner tags at second. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play.
When you're already in scoring position, if you decide to tag, you really want to be more than 100% confident that you can make it safely to third, because otherwise you take a potential run scoring opportunity off the board. Great throw to third.
Down, base is empty. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Tap foul at the plate. Back up the middle and a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
So a man at first. Now it's the second baseman, Miguel Rojas. There goes the runner in the dirt.
1 ball.
Safe
2
at
strikes.
second, and he easily steals the bag. Two outs. Runner goes again.
That's a ball.
Pitch misses. Throw to third. Out, and that will end the inning.
When you get thrown out at third with 2 outs, you kind of want to keep on running. Not a great decision there as it ends the inning.
Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Kyle Schwarber.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He's pitching well, but
1 ball,
not throwing a ton
2
of
strikes.
first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout. It's just a
#7.
slider that caught a lot of the
Shortstop.
plate. I'd say a very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early. And by the time he realized it was dropping into the zone, he just fires off a really poor swing.
Here's a 1-1. That one fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. Around second is Turner. The relay to third. The tag out.
Well, it's always a risk when you're
first
pushing for
baseman, number
third like
3.
that. A bang-bang play. He had a chance to make it. Maybe a little better slide around the tag, but a nice job by the defense to cut off that runner.
Two outs, base is empty. So Harper stands in. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, the third baseman.
And here comes Alec Bohm. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Now all even up. Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Pitching for the
Welcome
Phillies.
back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Matt Strom.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Next offering upstairs.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss. Turner. One up, one down. So up next, Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani.
Next offering away upstairs. One down, base is empty. That one drifts inside. Swing and a base hit.
Up next to the Dodgers,
Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate.
Betts.
Shohei on the go. And that is out of play. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Ohtani at first, one gone. Almost got him.
2 strikes.
This one high in the air to left center. Marsh right there to make the grab. And there's 2 away. Freddie Freeman up to the dish.
Number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Runner on the move. Cut on and miss. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Up the middle. Stop. Gets it to first. And Freeman is retired. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. 1 hit, 1 left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Dodgers 7 and the Phillies 1. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The catcher, JT Realmuto.
Liner caught at second.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it
Now
probably
batting,
doesn't feel
right
like it.
fielder,
He hit
Nick.
the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Nick Castellanos. That one drilled left field. Diving, it gets down. Could be extra bases. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Man at second with 1 away. Max Kepler will hit next. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Next to hit, Bryson Stott. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offensive side for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Dives, and it gets by. Runner from second crosses the plate. It's 7-2.
Well done, drives in the run. As a hitter, there's not a whole lot better of a feeling than a double into the gap. Right off the bat, you know you put a great swing on the baseball.
So runner at second, 2 down. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. The other way. And makes the grab. And that is that. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now a 7-2 ball game. This is Dodgers baseball on the show, LA. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jose Ruiz.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And that's downstairs and outside. Right side. And that chance handled. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Now batting, the catcher, Will Smith.
And now Will Smith.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field.
The third baseman, number 13, Max.
One down.
Muncy.
Here's Muncy to hit. That one way outside. 2-1. Smith stands at first with one out. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Coming home. He'll score easily.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Michael Conforto will climb in. To the right side. Stop. Throws to first. Yeah, they get the out.
The center fielder, number 25, Tommy Edman.
And here comes Tommy Edman. Center field. Marsh sizing this one up. Makes the grab. And that is that. One run, a pair of hits, no errors, and one left on. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Dodgers 8 and the Phillies 2. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
The designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
And a swing and a miss there.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Ground ball up the middle. Schwarber out of the play.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Trey Turner.
Here's Trey Turner. The Dodgers up big in this one. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
The first baseman, number 3.
Here's Bryce Harper.
Harper.
On the ground, right side. Rojas with the throw to first. And the Phillies are set down in order. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. And it's still 8-2. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Orion Kerkering.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is.
Orion.
Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Out to short. Turner. Tosses to first. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting. Designated hitter.
And now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. High fly ball out towards left field. And a foul ball. This one in the air, center field. Marsh gets under it. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, the shortstop, Mookie Betts.
2 down, bases empty. Here's Mookie now. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Ground ball to Bohm. Bohm throws on to first, and Betts is gone. And the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for him there. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Dodgers 8 and the Phillies 2. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Singy, did anybody ever give you the silent treatment?
I don't remember that they did. I think they were pretty cool with me in terms of celebrating my rookie year. First home run came in Anaheim against the Angels, and I always love to watch now, though, especially when that player is unsuspecting. You know, some guys, they've been around long enough to know there's a good chance I'm going to get the silent treatment. But when that player has maybe been grinding it out for a little while and finally gets that home run, is expected. Back-to-back base hits. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Nick Castellanos. And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. Michael Kopech on to pitch here.
And he's had 3 days off since he pitched last, so expect him to be totally rested. I'm sure he's itching for this opportunity right now.
Check swing, and he went. Now 1-2. Every once in a while, they'll work that same trick on a veteran player. If, say, he's been cold or hasn't hit a home run in a long time. Can't glove it cleanly. And they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. That was your worst start one year. Didn't you start like 3 for 33 or something?
Oh, it was awesome. It was awful. Not awesome. It was awesome.
Not so awesome.
It was awesome for pitchers facing me, but it was awful for me. It sounded like some type of deal at a fast food restaurant, like 3 for 33 or something.
Kopech deals. It's in and out of his glove. Still manages a throw, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
So it's their last chance in this one. And now for the Phillies, Bryson Stott. They're down to their final strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
This could end it.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Lifted to left, and that should do it. He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers even this series up at a game apiece.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Players can sort of come together, connect a little bit more than they do when they're at home with their families, and that can breed to success on the field, as we saw in this game today. Excellent win by this team.
8-2 the final here. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.